When I was growing up, my favorite color was blue. My pencil box was blue. Most of the clothes I wore were blue. In fact, every time I started coloring or painting, the first color I instinctively picked up was blue. One day my art teacher called me and said, "Mansi, I can learn a lot about who you are as a person just because of the colors you use. Your choice of colors tells me who you are inside." If this is true, if this is to be believed, then what do you understand from this, and this about the creators of these paintings? What I understand is that these people are extremely creative, extremely vibrant, and very, very passionate. Hello everyone, I'm Mansi Agarwal and today I'm in Janakpur, the home of Mithila art. Mithila art is a beautiful art form, and today I've decided that I'm going to try and understand it. But by understanding, I don't mean that I'm going to look at some paintings. I'm going to make it a more immersive understanding. I'm actually going to learn a Mithila painting by myself and see what I can understand about the very creators who made these wonderful pieces of art. So let's go. I'm in safe hands because today, to guide me, I have Mrs. Sudhira Karn. She has been practicing this art form for the last 25 years. And today we're actually going to be painting within the premises of the Janki temple. The experience can't get any richer than this. Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
Chaliye start kare. Of all the things that Janakpur has added to the vibrant culture of Nepal, my current favorite might just be Mithila arts. These seemingly easy paintings have got beautiful, intricate designs. In fact, the history of Mithila art can actually be traced back to the Treta Yuga, when it is believed that King Janak told all the people of his entire kingdom to paint every wall with vibrant colors as he welcomed Lord Ram, who came to marry his daughter Sita. There are three distinct styles: Gobar, Kachni and Bharni, and today in my painting I'm going to be doing both Kachni and Bharni. Traditionally, many figures of deities and gods are used, and I'm going to be drawing a very simple picture of Sita, the daughter of Janakpur. The enlarged eyes and nose are the distinguishing characters of this art form. I just messed up with the drawing and ma'am is not happy about it. She erased what I did and she's making it again. It actually goes to say that this entire painting style looks deceptively simple. It's not so easy to do, and I can see her experience and years of practice coming into play here. One other distinguishing characteristic of Mithila art form is that the borders are prominent black lines. There's no real shading as such. The borders are really thick and strong. Making these fine black lines is not easy, and it reminds me that it's not always easy to move on the right path in life, but if you put in focus and concentration, you certainly can. So now we're actually starting to fill up the colors. What she tells me is that every color has a different meaning. However, what I also find really interesting is that earlier colors used to be made from natural pigments. For example, red was made from red flowers, yellow from mustard flowers, green from leaves, and black was made with soot. However, these days, just to make it faster and more commercial, things are being changed, and now we're using poster paints and acrylic paints, and we're painting on paper. However, a lot of times Mithila painting is also done on silk, on canvas, and also on local Nepali paper. Filling in the lines was difficult, but doing the colors is relatively easier and a lot of fun. I also realized that this art form is not very simple to do, but it is therapeutic. When you're doing this and when you're making these patterns and these colors, nothing else seems to matter. Everything dissolves into the background and your focus is here and you start loving the process. My painting here has almost been finished. I'm really happy about it, and for me this is two things. Number one, an achievement. Number two, a lot of pride. Achievement because it's not so complicated to make a painting like this, but this is something I'm never going to forget. When else do you get an opportunity to sit in a historic monument like this and make something like this with someone who's so gracious and just so helpful and knowledgeable? So this is my painting. It just got done. This painting makes me extremely proud, not just because it's beautiful, not just because we did it ourselves, but also because there's no real formal school for Mithila art. It is an art form that's a part of heritage. It's passed down from one generation to the other. And when she decided to teach me and she agreed to teach me, I feel really nice because it means that in a way I'm a part of the family. So, thank you so much. Hajule malai sikai dinu bhako ma, hai na? And I just like to tell all of you this. The next time you come to Janakpur, don't just think of buying Mithila art. Try and gain this experience. Try and experience this for yourself, sitting here in this majestic place with somebody as experienced as her, and learn for yourself, because truly that's going to be something that's truly, truly memorable.